I was just looking at Bone. I'm gonna ask you. You gotta be messing with my screen. Don't matter. You can take it all off of here, and I'm still gonna be the best. You can make me look rough, and I'm still gonna be the best. The best at what? Whatever you think whatever they competing with me in, I'm gonna be the best. Cause my back is turned. That's what. I was just looking at Blood and Bone, one of my favorite movies. I was thinking about I was seeing the part where he was working out with the kids. That's what I used to have to do with these kids out here. I kept myself entertained because I didn't have nowhere. I ain't have nobody here. I ain't have no lovers, none of that. So it wasn't nothing for me to go sign up for a martial art class in the city. And I do that shit for a while till I get occupied with something else. Matter of fact, I think as soon as I started fading out the dope game, I kept myself occupied with stuff like that. I find myself really fond of playing toucan. I think I'm saying it right. Boxing. I love that stuff, but I never got good at it because it was so, I ain't gonna say disoriented, but it was just, it was so on point. It was just, I don't know. But it made it interesting for me. It was something that I could have stayed in for a long time. But at that time, I was having a problem with, my ex-wife. But yeah, I used to get with kids, and kids used to be real mean, especially boys, when they couldn't do nothing with they, and the parents couldn't do nothing with them boys. And when I get with them, they still be a little bit touchy. So I'd sit down with them and find out what the problem is. The problem be they be getting bullied somehow. And it's a particular bully. I show them a few moves. Then next thing you know, they'll lighten up. I go see the bully with them. See what made the bully so good. And it normally be just regular stuff. You know what I'm saying? Spent a lot of money on kids, bro. A lot of it. Fortunately, though, even if they didn't go to college, they winded up with good jobs. They graduated high school, so that was good enough. The females was a little bit more difficult because, you know, I don't touch nobody kid. I don't put my hands on nobody kid, period. But, I mean, unless it was them big ass boys, and then they thought they could take everybody else, done beat up the daddies and stuff. But, I wouldn't hurt them. I just put them in some kind of self-defense move, some kind of clinch or something, and they'll stop. Some of them don't. You let them go, you got a problem. You gotta let them go. That was fun though. But the female was difficult. Some of these females were so bad, parents didn't even want to learn how to drive. But some of them were so, some of them, some of them future outlook, like they were just gonna be whores, prostitute. That's really all they had. Parents didn't leave them nothing. Of course, their parents leave them with the message. Their parents leave them with the message that what is it? You got that between your legs, work with it. Believe it or not. And their outlook on men be terrible. But thankfully, by the time they done been with me for about a year, they start looking brighter. You know, start having hope. And of course, training come in. I taught all the females how to fight, and they ruthless. They ruthless. The female ruthless. But they mean though. They still mean. Um, that they turn out good. Some destiny was to be a whore, basically. But they went to school and became physicians, some type of physician in medicine or something. Did great, and I liked that. I lost a lot of money doing stuff like that, but I liked it. You know, it was. I go buy a car for myself. I fix it up the way I want it. But I fix it up the way I want it. But it never would fill the void. And then I started helping kids that had lives like I did. And for some reason, it felt the void. Problem was it didn't get paid. Parents wouldn't want these kids till tax time. And I've been took up all year with these kids. Bought them everything they needed for school. They was in sports, cheerleader stuff, it don't matter. That shit high. I ain't even know it was that high, especially if you ain't the parent and you can't sign off on them, you gotta buy everything cash, that shit high. But I liked it though. I loved it. I loved it. That's why I'm so big on pen pals and stuff like that that used to be going on. I think that was dope. They need to keep that going. Um, yeah, it just felt good to take somebody out the street that people gave up to the street and felt like no hope for them. It felt good. It just felt good. Out of everything I done in my life, sold drugs, you name it. Did drugs, party like a rock star, hurt people, set up schemes to rob, and do probably even worse to people. I never got a thrill out of none of that shit. As soon as I can get out of it, I got out of it. But being in the hood like this, that's why I say I don't like it. Cause it ain't 3 women to 1,000 men, bro. I'm gonna keep saying that till they just do something. Oh, y'all leave our women alone. Cause somebody purposely torturing black women, targeting black women. That's gotta stop. We ain't targeting y'all women, so why you targeting our women? But some of these people, parents, that's when I started getting into these programs before I even knew I was in them. But some of these people, parent, it's a group organization program to where you make little boys dress up in women clothes and stuff at a very early age, and they force the kids to pretty much demean the little boys that want to grow up as women. Believe it. And what else I say? They'll give them drugs. They'll get them on drugs to act like they got PTSD and shit, so they can get a check. All that. If y'all want to know the group organization, you should know already. If you do care about these kids, you'll put a stop to that crap. And for the little boys too, they make them wear drawers way too small, which make their growing area be disjointed and stuff, you know. And if you only knew how many lives was lost because of kids being forced in that lifestyle and growing up, they still love women and like women can't get one because all the issues they done had growing up as a child. It's easier for a woman to pay a man like that to knock you out than anything. Because all the woman got to do is play love. And it's like a process. Like, I thought, when I seen these shit, y'all, I thought God was imperfect. I thought God was creating us in purpose. But when I started getting into this crap, I realized man been doing this shit to eat. We've been doing this to our own people. It don't matter about color. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it from what I seen in it, it's like the program was set up for kids that had inheritance. Everybody that got inheritance ain't black. That's what people fail to realize. It's anybody. And that's what I tell folk, young folks out here, if they're a black sheep in the family, you better watch your family then. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you just never know. You never know. It ain't like that all the time, but yeah, they'll do that to the kids. And it just tear them apart, bro. These kids grow up and be vicious in the street. Vicious. I mean, these kind of kids will knock you off. They ain't nothing about it. Go home, eat a good dinner. And them the kind of people I had to deal with. I don't deal with them no more. I couldn't do it and I couldn't take the stress no more. But like I said, after I investigated to see what's going on with these kids, it was gruesome, y'all. It was gruesome. And the people that do it higher up, they be lawyers, doctors, judges. They all look just as bad as the damn family that put them in, and they all like possum, half breed, possum, human mixed with possum, human mixed with rats or something. And when you look at their pictures before they started getting into that magic, they were beautiful people. So there go the energy. People act like they don't get it. You get it. You know if you're gonna die and go to hell, you know. You just want everybody else to go with you. You know. You know. It's crazy how they truthfully painting an illusion when it came to hell and heaven, so they could get a lot of people to go to hell with them. Basically, long story short, that's really what they did. And like I tell people all the time, when it's judging time, 8.2 billion people. If it ain't but one of us going to heaven, that's just how it's gonna be. God ain't gonna bend no rules. He bent enough rules on earth to help you get your soul back and get right. And after that, it's over. You see the cold part of God then almost. It's over. Daddy don't play. Daddy don't play, not even with his own kid. I mean, we all his children, but you get it. He ain't playing. He don't play. He ain't thinking about playing. Even with me, if I say too many cuss words out of pocket, they'll throw they'll start feeding on me. They'll throw the insects on me. And after they do that, they'll tell me to crawl. So just imagine. He'll give it to me as if I'm out there killing folk just for cussing too much. I mean, just for being out of line with my mouth too much. He don't play, man. Which is good. Good. He trying to prepare you for the next level. And you can't have them weaknesses. All that's weaknesses. Sex, drugs, gossip, all that stuff. And then when you look at all this stuff, you look at sex, drug, gossip, love of yourself. You look at all this stuff, and then you turn around and look at patience, respect, knowledge, wisdom, honor, pride. When you look at all this stuff, it's easy, as simple as 1, 2, 3. You balance this side so you can balance this. You balance this side so you can get rid of this side or balance this side. Either way, you automatically gotta go. The problem is we all start out with this side because the way we train and taught by our own parents and stuff. But when we need to be taught by this side, and then that way we'll know how to heal when we get caught up on this side. That's the way it should work. Anyway, I don't know if this is gonna help anybody, but you get it. Peace and love.